Hi guys and girls, and welcome to Just Jenny. Welcome back to my vlog. Today I want to do something a little bit different to my other vlogs that are on my channel. If you haven't already, do check them out. So today I just want to talk and have like a kind of a chatty vlog, I don't know, just talking about things that have happened recently, and maybe things that you can kind of relate to, I hope. But as always, it'd be really nice to hear from you. You can comment on my videos, or obviously you can tweet me, as some of you actually do. My Twitter handle is @MullersAngels and then the number 2. So recently, a very good friend of mine, who happens to be my very best friend, and I call her an aunt, came back into my life and got back in touch with me. We were both going through kind of, rough patches in our lives for different reasons. We're kind of both from two different backgrounds, but we've known each other all our lives. We've grown up together, and it's just such a lovely connection that we have. I'm going to call her, for the purposes of my video, I'm going to call her Lexie, because I quite like this about her. She's quite a very a personal person. She keeps herself to herself, and she doesn't really like the whole social media thing, and she's very private, which I quite like, because I think so many of us now with social media and things like that, we feel the need to share absolutely everything that's going on in our lives, and we post those things for everybody to see, and we don't really think about keeping anything private so much now. It's all just aired everywhere, so I quite like that aspect. So Lexie, Lexie means a huge deal to me. She is she's like a big sister, she she makes me smile. I'm already smiling, you see. She just is such a ray of sunshine. She brightens my day. If I'm having a really bad day and I'm really feeling low, or it's been it's just been such a bad day in whatever terms, she will just be a text away, and she'll just text something really lovely, just something really simple, even just a line to say, the sun's just, smiling, and it just lifts me. She lifts me, she lifts my spirit. And recently she, like I said, got back into contact with me, and already, it was about 3 weeks ago, I think, and already I kind of feel that whole a different side of me, she brings out the side of me that I'm really proud of, and I want to be more that person that she brings out in me, which obviously with my own struggles, if you've watched my YouTube channel, you'll know about those, and if not, do check out my other videos. With my struggles, I find it really hard to be the person that I want to be, and to convey all the things that I want to convey, and Lexie brings out the very best in me, and brings out that person that, yes, I am confident, yes, I can do this, I can be that person. So I love her for that reason. She's incredible, honestly. If ever you're having, a dull day, just even a phone call, or recently we did a FaceTime video, and that was really cool. Now, I don't like, face-to-face conversation so much, face-to-face communication. It's something that I struggle with, so I think for me, I had to be comfortable and, feel safe and secure in that relationship to do that, because that was my first FaceTime, and it was just incredible. It was such a lovely experience, and she got to see where I am, and I got to see where she was, and it was just so lovely. It was like she was there in the room, and it was just really lovely. Confidence. So this whole new side of me that people are kind of seeing now, I posted kind of a few quite uplifting, confident tweets the other night, because I was just so happy and felt so confident and comfortable within myself, which is something I haven't felt in a very long time. Confidence. She brings that confidence out in me. She brings out this side of me that I kind of have suppressed, I guess, because due to life's constraints, we all we all just follow the rules and play along with life, don't we? And we constrain ourselves and restrain ourselves from being that person that we want to be, or that person we once were, because we've got to follow those rules and those constraints. So we all just slip into those, don't we? And I feel there's kind of a pressure to do that, and there's a pressure to be that way. But I think definitely now that I've got this newfound confidence, newfound air about me, I think I'm going to try to keep that going throughout, the next few months, see how that goes. In terms of communication, it may help me, because obviously, it is something that I really struggle with, but I kind of feel like I can do anything at the moment. I'm kind of on that, like, cloud nine, do you know what I mean? So she is like a soulmate. Now, when I say soulmate, lots of people think, a soulmate is a boy and a girl, a man and a woman, with a romantic interest, etc. But also a soulmate can be, your very best friend who you share a really, really deep connection with. You just get each other, you're just on that same level. You have the same interests. You talk about the same things. You can laugh about the same things. You're just on that level with each other. It's almost like I said at the beginning, it's almost as if we're sisters, she's my big sister. I've always been the big sister because obviously I have I was going to say a little sister, but she's not so little. But I have a little sister, and so I've always been that big sister, that bigger, older sibling. But to have Lexie in my life, bringing out this whole new side of me, a side that people haven't seen, I'm really excited to see now kind of what the future holds, because I know I've got, in terms of diagnosis with potentially Asperger's syndrome, I've got a long, long way to go, and a really quite a long journey, sometimes kind of a stressful journey as well, finding out about myself from myself, if that makes sense. And I think Lexie's helping me to do that. She's helping me to find who I am and to bring out that inner me that I was all those years ago, that I have suppressed. And I thought, I'm older and wiser, but in the whole grand scheme of life, I have lost me. I've lost who I am, my identity, I guess. So also I just wanted to say, I was thinking about Lexie a few moments ago, and I was just having a wander around the garden, and I was coming back inside, and then this, I don't know if you can see this in the camera, this tiny little white feather blew across my feet, because I didn't have any shoes on, blew across my feet. And the sky today it's got clouds, plenty of clouds, but there are absolutely no birds about at all. And it sounds really crazy, but the moment that blew across my feet, I instantly picked it up, and I was thinking about her. And then the moment that blew across my feet and I was thinking about her, she instantly texted me. It was like it was, one of those incredible angel signs that you get. I call them angel signs because they say that, white feathers are from your angels, and it means that they're looking after you, they're supporting you, they're watching over you. So I thought it was a really lovely sign, which kind of leads me on to how powerful signs are, especially ones from angels, and how that kind of empowers you and brings out that confidence in you. I think having the right people in your life as well is a massive start. I think over the years I've had so many people in my life who, were people with hidden agendas almost, people that, come into my life, were okay for a little while, showed their true colours, and then, it's kind of that time where you go, you know what, it's okay, I'm better off without you, because you're actually toxic to my life and to me, because ultimately I think we've all had those kinds of relationships with people, whether it be friends, family, whoever, that there are those people that are toxic to you, to your life, and they think they're trying to help you, but the way they are, they're actually controlling you and manipulating you into being and doing things that maybe you don't want to do, or maybe being the person you don't want to be. And it is really hard to break out of that mould, I guess. But once you get out of there, there is that other side there is that, you know, that happiness again, that you kind of almost feel free. It's like a weight lifted off your shoulders. You know, so having the right people in your life makes a heck of a lot of difference. And I've noticed recently actually how happier I am, how free I am, and how I don't feel like there's a burden inside of me anymore, because I used to kind of feel really bogged down and kind of burdened, I guess. But no, now I feel free. So yeah, all about the people in your life. You have to stay by positive people as well. You know, take for instance myself and Lexie. We haven't, you know, literally we haven't had any communication. We haven't had any texts, phone calls, anything like that for about, up until this point, it was about 4 years, maybe even longer than that. But you know what? She knew that I was okay. I knew that she was okay. You know, and I used to write letters constantly, and I knew that they were being read and received gratefully, you know? So it's about keeping that communication, keeping that door open as well with people, because you don't necessarily have to communicate with people all of the time, you know, to know that they're okay. You know, especially if they call themselves your true friends. You know, Lexie and I, like I say, we're friends, we're family more like, you know. I know her family, she knows mine. We know each other and our families inside out like the back of our hands, you know. And to have that relationship, that communication with somebody, it's just such, I can't describe it. It's got no words for it. We were talking about this the other day actually, and we were saying, you know, there's almost like a magnetic pull, like a pull. We're always drawn to each other, and we were saying that there are no words for that connection, you know. And then I was looking on, what was I looking on? Oh, it might have been Pinterest actually. I was looking on Pinterest for a few things, and I saw a thing that said about soulmates, and that's why I explained to you guys. And then also I saw a thing called twin flame. Now, that was saying, I can't remember the exact quote, but it did say something along the lines of this magnetic pull, like an invisible string, and when your soul sees another person's soul, it's almost like you had a whole soul when you were brought into the world, and your soul is kind of split in two. Not everybody's necessarily, but you know, like, I don't want to say a chosen few because that sounds really naff, but a chosen few. Their souls are, you know, they go from whole to split in two, and one person receives that soul and the other person receives the other. And they say that it's like an invisible thread, an invisible cord, and when those two souls, not the two people, see each other, instantly they connect. They just know each other. You know, even if you are complete strangers, you just know each other because your souls connect, your souls belong together, so you know that person. And that is the kind of relationship myself and Lexie have. Honestly, she's a breath of fresh air. Honestly, this video is literally just talking about her and how happy she makes me, which I didn't really intend. It's just the way the video has gone. Yeah, so did I talk about positivity? Positivity is something that I have found increasingly hard in recent months, and it's something that I've found that I've got back now. I feel more positive. Again, I think it is due to having the right people in your life. I think as well it's because I don't really socialise, you know. Like, socialising it's a really good thing and it's a really great tool, and if you can socialise and be comfortable, that's absolutely fantastic. I'm really pleased for you, but for me, socialising is really hard and I find it really difficult, especially, you know, the big crowds, the noisy places, etc. But I feel like like I said before in the video, that I feel I can almost do anything, you know. But positivity, the main messages from the video that I want you to take, right? Positivity. You have to be positive, you know, regardless of what's happening in your life. You can be in, you know, dire straits, you can be in a really sad situation right now, but it's how you look at and how you get out of that situation, how, you know, how you kind of use the situation almost to your advantage to learn. You know, to learn and to grow as a person, because ultimately that's what things are thrown at you for, to help you to learn, to help you to understand yourself, and to help you grow as a person, and hopefully help other people to grow as people as well. So positivity. Signs, look out for signs. We are given signs every single day, and sometimes we are so blindsided because we just don't see them, or maybe you don't want to, or maybe you're not even open to those kinds of things. But honestly, we're given signs all the time, so do look out for those. It doesn't necessarily mean it's things like, feathers, like I just showed you. It doesn't necessarily even mean it's that, like I can look at my clock on my phone, or on a clock around the house, whatever, and the moment that I look at it, it is always 11:11. That's not even a joke. And they say those are a sign, they're angel numbers, and that is also a sign. And it's a sign that, I think it's a sign that your life is heading in the right direction, and that they're steering you down the path that you want to take, and that you're on, and that they're looking out for you, and everything's happening as it should be, which I really like. I really like that sentiment as well. People, yes, people. Surround yourself with people, even if, like me, you can't stand communication, you really struggle with communication, you struggle with being social. Just surround yourself with people, but the right people, the people who are in your life for a reason. And believe me when I say this, you will know who they are. The moment they enter your life, you will just know. It's kind of like I said before in the video about soulmates and that twin flame thing. You can't describe it. You just know when that right person is in your life, or when the right people are in your life. And once you remove those people that, are giving you grief, always battering you down because they want the limelight almost. Once you get rid of those people and you say, I'm worth a lot more than this, then that's when your life kind of almost turns around, because that's exactly what has happened to me. And you know what? You don't necessarily even have to have friends, It's just all about your air as a person, who you are, how you carry yourself, how you speak to people, how you treat people, what you do in your everyday life, how you are as a person. If you've got a really, great personality, but actually your attitude sucks, then people aren't going to want to be with you, are they? Whereas if you've got, a good personality, your attitude's right, you just do really kind things all the time, or you're a happy, jolly person, not all of the time necessarily, but you're a really good person, you're a people person, whatever, then just carry on being that person, because the right people will find you, will come to you, trust me. What else can you take from this video? I don't know. I'm wearing my Miller heart today, my chewy heart in purple. It goes with my glasses, although you can't really see it in this video, can you, that they're purple, but the frames are purple, heart's purple. Yeah, and that was, showing you this was really random because you've already seen it. So just be you. Ultimately, that is all we can ever be, is be ourselves, be you, and stay being you. But don't be the you that puts that mask on, because I've learned to try to take that off. Be the you that you really want to be the you that you want to show the world. Shine and sparkle, and just continue to be you. Have a really lovely day, and if you like this video, press like, press subscribe to my channel as well. If not, look at all my other videos, leave me a comment, tweet me, and I would love to hear from you. I hope to see you all soon on Just Jenny.